Welcome, and welcome back to another episode of Ziggurat 2. We are back for some more. Hope everyone's doing quite fine today. So to start with, we're just gonna head into the laboratory, head into our armory to see what we unlocked in the last episode. If we did unlock anything, I do think we did, but I don't recall. Oh yes, it was this, the Magnus rifle. Piercing ray, and then the projectile that splits upon hit. That's all pretty cool. I'm interested to actually try it out, but we're not going to be trying it out right away because I have decided, pretty much just right now, I've decided that I'm going to be going into the extra modes. I'm going to try this Ziggurat trial. It's been on my mind for a while. We haven't actually tried it yet, and like it's a whole new progression tree as opposed to the old one. So we're not going to be seeing much new in this episode. At least not much new from right now, but we're gonna give it a try. I think it's gonna be more like the old Ziggurat, like the first Ziggurat game. You all know what I mean. Okay, let's get right into it then. I feel a little weird because I'm putting one of my headphone ears. I usually leave one headphone ear off like this, which I'm sure if you look back on previous videos you'll notice. But I'm trying to not do that today. Not for like any particular special reason, but just because I kind of want to try it out. It does feel a little weird though, because like it's not really creating an actual vacuum in my head, but it kind of feels that way, so I can't really hear myself as well. It kind of gives a weird blow to my confidence for whatever reason. But I mean, it shouldn't be too much of a problem, I don't think. There we go. We're already low on ammo, so that's looking quite good, huh? There we go. I don't think I've actually taken any damage yet. Ooh, look at me and my big mouth. As soon as I said something, as soon as I did it, it was no longer the case. Alright, a lot of you little buggers, aren't there? Alright, we would very much like to get just a little bit of alchemy ammo, just like anything. I also feel like I can't hear outside as well, so if someone like came to the door or something, I wouldn't even know. I mean, the headphones I'm wearing are like noise canceling, so I mean they're doing their job. It's just they're doing their job a little too well. I need them to do a little worse of a job. But no, I'm truly grateful for these headphones. I've had them for a little while now, maybe definitely over like 2 years or so. Got them as I think it was a birthday present for my older brother. It's they're primarily for like music production, but I mean, to be honest, I have not done much music production in like recent history. I had some songs that I've been working on, one of which I was planning on using for like an end card for like this channel, but I don't really care about the other one, so that's not great, but it's better than just pickup range, because we don't really have to worry about that right now. Don't stab me. But yeah, these headphones have been they've done me quite well. I ruined the cord on them once, and I had to get a new one. And unfortunately, the replacement cord they sent me is like much shorter, which is really inconvenient. Although that being said, the original earphone or headphone, we've talked about that before, about the semantics and using the correct wording for headphone or earphone or whatever else one likes to call it. Ooh, I just missed all of them with that shot. That was a waste. But yeah, I've been trying to. I'm not even trying to. I had to get a new one. The old one was like absurdly long, like maybe 3 times as long as the current one that I currently have. But I broke it because one time I accidentally slapped the side of my laptop because I was making music and I was having a good time. I got a little heated. The tune was sounding kind of nice. It was kind of swavy, and I kind of just ended up smacking my computer, being like, "Yes, it sounds great." And I hit like the side. And by the side, I mean I just hit specifically where it goes in. Did I not kill it? Dang. Specifically where it goes into the headphone jack. And it broke. It actually broke inside the computer. I don't remember if I ever even got it out because that was my old computer. But it was quite unfortunate. But we live in a modern society. We are in a somewhat of a technological haven. I could basically just we'll do amnesia. We don't need that. Rough skin is not really that important to me, but I really don't want spell collector. Scholar is pretty good though. I know golden weapon is a good choice too. But yeah, we live in a very advanced side, I could order a new one very quickly. It came in like 2 days. I find that I forget that quite often. You know? Like, I often forget how easy it is to order things online nowadays, especially like now that it's like a pandemic, and all those like online stores and like are like getting a shit ton of money. Ooh, you almost hit me. You know, they're getting paid up the wazoo because everybody's shopping online because no one wants to go to a store. You know? Rude, die, please. I'll kill him. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, the level up gave me a little tiny bit of mana left. Well, you know, days have been pretty much the same. I mean, apart from days where like I record, like I talked about just before, I haven't really been working on music. I've been thinking about working on music though, and I've been getting little tidbits of inspiration, musical inspiration from various things. As of like late, because I don't even know like what brought it about, but I just kind of decided to listen to a bit of the Hollow Knight soundtrack. If you are familiar with Hollow Knight or you played Hollow Knight, I'm sure that you can kind of hear it, or like it's, you know, it's fresh in the memory. Because I would definitely say that like one of the strongest points of that game, of which there are many, because that game is really great, and like content might actually be the strongest point of the game, but one of the very many strong points, ooh, I don't know how I dodged that, is that the music. Just the music is just incredible. Like just some crazy wonderful stuff going on in that musically in that game. Ow. I think it shot at me and like it somehow missed. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, do they drop stuff? Okay, they drop that when they die. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh. Okay, level up. Did I kill it? Looks like I did. 3 enemies remaining, but more will be coming. So I was listening to specifically what I was listening to was the Green Path soundtrack. Yeah, soundtrack is the correct word, or is a word that works. I don't know. Oh, really? I missed all those shots? That's a little unfortunate. Don't forget you can do that. Very important and very useful. What the heck? Is it just a regular guy over there? It is. I don't know. When I saw the things that fell out of the guy, it looked weird. It looked like they were floating in the air for like an extra long time. But yeah, listening to the soundtrack of that game kind of inspired me. Hellish Ember will do just fine. Hey, we have use for the extra mana that we've gotten as well. Oh yeah, we got many level ups too. High stakes. I ain't no. Yep. Haste. I want haste. I know. Maybe we should have taken the amulet. I mean, we don't have one, and we do need one, but I just can't, in good conscience, leave haste there because movement speed is just so useful in this game. Like it really does a lot. Okay. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. I've been surrounded. Oh, how'd I miss? Oh no. Whoa. Miss me with that though. The rest you can do whatever you want with. But miss me with, you know, biting and stuff. It's weird that the only thing these guys do is just bite you. They look like they'd be much more dangerous, especially since like actual Mandragora are like known for like their wails, you know? They yell real loud and like it drains your stamina and makes you feel bad in general. At least that's my understanding of the Mandragora. I haven't really like read any of the mythos. I pretty much just know from like descriptions in video games, primarily in like Castlevania games. That's like actually where I learned the majority of my oh, these guys seem to be weak to fire. Oh yeah, they're ice. That's where I learned the majority of my general like monster knowledge. I'd say I know of a pretty good amount of monsters like nowadays, especially from playing those games so frickin' much, you know. Because, you know, all the games, I mean, most of the games, they had the mainstays, you know, Medusa heads, the Bwares, I think they're called. They're like flaming horse flaming lion guys, like the head of a lion, and like wheels of like goat legs. Sounds really weird to describe, but that's pretty much what it is, right? I don't care. We'll just get them more levels. It is kind of unfortunate that this is a whole new progression. That's what I'm kind of thinking now, you know? Because this is a nice, like, fresh, new way to do this, but the fact that you have to, like, do it all afresh. You recover mana one hit? I don't know. Was that a prayer? Yeah, it's a prayer. I don't know if I like that, especially with our low HP. It's a little dodgy. Okay. But yeah, it's unfortunate. Cause yeah, this is a different, much different feel. This dude is not too easy, so I gotta stay on my toes. But anyway, apart from thinking about making music and listening to various video game soundtracks, because doing that also led me to make a sleep soundtrack as like a sleep playlist essentially. Oh, that's fine. That's totally fine. I'm out of mana for all of them? That sucks, dude. This is really bad. It's okay. Thank goodness that this happened now. Like, truly. Okay. Shoot him with a big hit. And shoot him with a big hit. And then dash back. Alright, we got him. This is not too bad. But yeah, I made the playlist because I was like, oh, maybe, sleep music might affect my dreams. That was actually the main reason I did it. It wasn't because I was like, oh, I need music to like help me relax. It was just like, I was just curious as to whether or not record more haste. Record more haste. Putting two things that I love next to each other. Yo, you gotta take bookworm. Hey, there's a higher chance of us finding haste in the future now that we have 3 choices, right? I might have made the wrong choice, who knows? It's only the first floor. But yeah, the music thing, I'm like a very, very light sleeper. Like, it's absurd. I could wake up if someone like said my name 2 rooms over while I was sleeping. If like they said it like it's just like a normal like speaking volume, it would probably wake me up. So like I have, oh, wonderful. We have one of each thing now. Okay, let's light each other on fire. Let's light ourselves on fire to celebrate. Right? Dead end. Okay, come on. Come on. There we go, there we go. Nope, missed me with that. Nice. Very speedy. Well, for whatever reason, I've fully upgraded this weapon. I've also, oh, wait a second. You don't have to upgrade them, it doesn't look like. Experience from crystals while using this weapon, more mana from crystals. Over here you got damage and drop rate while using the weapon. I'm gonna go with Divine Wrath. Okay, so real quick, we gotta take a look at the other ones. This is also a good way to just like look ahead of time and figure out exactly what each of these weapons actually give you. Fire damage, 10% chance of triggering a fire explosion. That's pretty cool. More pellets per shot, and you get better basic damage. Very interesting. Oh wait, real quick, Soul Wand? Wand mana regeneration. Okay. Lots of new things. Yeah, this is like a way more powerful feeling like version of the game. Yeah, you have a lot less to like worry about. I mean, we're sort of overpowered in a sense, right? Because we're just like, we're working with a lot more. I don't think these guys drop anything as of right now. Please don't. This would be a good time to have that like Bastion, Acer shield, or whatever it's called. I'm gonna say Aesop's shield. I'm pretty sure that's not what Aesop is known for. I think he's known for his stories and fables, right? Yeah, stop them from harming you. Whoop. Okay. Okay. Charge it? No. Keep charging, keep charging. Alright, there we go. One last one. Oh. Okay. There we go. All we have to do is just defeat the rest of these guys. Yeah, the extra pellets. I kind of went in between bullets and pellet there. Kind of confused myself. There we go. Take 1 down, take 2 down, take 3 down, 4. And for the last one, we'll just use the regular. Oh no, we did actually have stuff to pull towards ourselves. Black Market. Specialist. I think Specialist is the best bet. Wand Expert is not, like, terrible for the HP. So I guess it has nothing to do with Wand Expert. But back to the whole, music thing, briefly. There's not that much left to even say about it, but yeah, I got it got some Starbound music in there, which has some pretty nice relaxing music as well. Some Minecraft music. which kind of just like, it just fills me with nostalgia more than anything. Okay, that was really bad. Nope, nothing over here apart from this, so we can just keep going. Yeah, it fills me with nostalgia more than anything else. It's also very relaxing. I think that's like by design, since Minecraft is such a chill game in the first place. Except when it's not, you know? Except when you're in terrible danger and you're afraid for your life. Which is, you know, which does happen. It definitely happens. It's not uncommon. Okay. I'd like these guys to die ASAP though. Because I hate these things. Okay, anyone left alive? Anyone left alive? Yes, you. Yeah, go away. Oh, how did I miss you? There we go, and then switch to this. Pull some of these towards you. And then all that's left is this guy. Oh, these guys. I didn't realize there were more than one. I wonder. Are you guys weak to this? No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like they're just normal for lightning. Because I would always assume the lightning is like, you know, lightning trumps ice. Because ice and water are kind of the same thing in this game, so kind of feels like that might be the case, but no, was not. Meditation. I'm gonna go for meditation just to counteract the amnesia that we gave ourselves in the past. I don't think that's too bad of an investment. I mean, 10% in each is basically plus 30. That's 10 mana, not 10%, but 10 mana in each is like basically plus 30. What I said was still right, I just used the wrong words. And that happens quite often. I mean, that reminds me of, remember, not Luminary, Luminous? What was it called? It was like the brain training app or website. What was it? Lumosity, that's what it was called. Yeah, okay, real quick. Let's just take a quick second to focus up. Because our HP is looking a little scarce. Yeah, I think this is the better. I feel like this gun I do better with. Okay, a level up would be very nice in a time like this. Okay, only 2 enemies left though, we're good. But yeah, remember Lumosity? I tried it when it was like still very new. Before there were any like actual like Lumosity commercials, like ads on like the internet, and I think maybe even on TV. Like that was like real early in Lumosity's like lifespan. I don't even know how I heard about it. It was just like probably just from playing on like some sort of Flash game website or just being on the internet in general. So yeah, I tried Lumosity out for a bit because, you know, it had the whole, you know, its whole MO was like, it's gonna help your brain, you know, do some brain training. You train your muscles, why don't you ever train your brain, you freaking dumb idiot? You know, so we had to give it a try, and also, holy shit, this is bad. Oh, no, wrong button. This. Okay. Pick that HP. Wonderful. Oh, that was the explosion that we have a chance of getting. These guys are not strong to fire, which is surprising since they shoot fire. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. A little bit of lightning. There we go, that'll stop that guy from being as annoying. There's that explosion thing that we get. I don't even know how much damage the explosion actually does. I don't know why that dude was looking at. He was looking in the wrong direction, whatever the case. Yeah, we're gonna go for maximum HP. Since we lost some for the black market. Was it black market? What's it called? High stakes. Black market is the one that takes away one of your weapons, right? Okay, good to know. We'll keep that in mind for the future endeavors, you know, future dealings. Doesn't, so far at least, I don't want to, oh, no, not the right way. I don't want to make any big assumptions, but so far we've not been in a floor with a magic door. It's only been 2 floors, so there's not a lot of data, you know, but I'm hoping that they do still exist in like this version of the game, or in this version, yeah, in this version of the game, Moix. But apart from music and, you know, making the playlist didn't actually, you know, I didn't end up using it because I just couldn't fall asleep while listening to music. Like, it just, I don't know. Which is weird, because I can fall asleep while listening to music if I'm on a bus, right? I've done that on multiple occasions. I'm on the bus, and I fall asleep while sitting up, too. Which is, like, interesting, because I also can't fall asleep while I'm on my back, like, normally. Which is odd. Because, you know, like I just said, the example I just gave is an example of me falling asleep while on my back. So I should, in theory, be able to do it in other circumstances. But in practice, has never been the case. I try as I might. I just basically lay there for, I could lay there for hours and just not fall asleep. I'd be comfortable, feeling like real nice and relaxed, but sleep just won't come to me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're trying multiple things. I've talked about, you know, trying to learn to sleep on my back in recent history. Trying to like ease into it by starting from my stomach, which is like my most comfortable way, and then just like turning to the side and then turning to the back, you know. It's going. It's not, you know, there's not that much progress to speak of, unfortunately. But, you know, I'm still hopeful. New year. Oh, yeah, by the way, yeah, happy New Year. I meant to say that at the beginning, but I totally forgot. It's not New Year's Day when I'm recording this. It's like, I think it's like at least a day or two has passed since then. But, you know, 2020 is finally over. Everyone has, like, been, you know, really talkative about, you know, the end of 2020. Yay, 2020 sucked. Let's get to the new year. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's true. But, you know, whether or not 2021 really is good or bad, it's still kind of dependent on us, right? Like, we're not out of the woods just yet. Where'd you go, you little shit lord? Does that work? No, it doesn't do anything. But I can light you on fire, which does something. Ooh, that felt good. Also, I'm almost dead. This is bad. Why does that thing have so much HP? Why do you have so much HP? Why do you have so much HP? Pull a little bit of that to you. I'm terrified right now. You definitely don't want that to be happening too often. Whoa! They're gonna bounce into you. Okay. Where'd he go? Where are you? There you are. Ooh, they do kind of tend towards you, it seems. Oh my. Whoa. Please don't. Okay. I'm hoping like one of these guys will drop HP, but that does not yet seem to be the case. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. Oh boy. But I'm sure someday I'll get there. You know, get to being able to fall asleep on my back. It'll definitely be better for my neck, because I already have neck problems, neck and lower back, and upper back problems. to be fair, it's not just lower back, you know. But you know, all sorts of back problems. Every corner of the back has some sort of issue. But I'm sure that'll help to remedy that situation, make things a little less annoying as far as, you know, general existence goes, I guess. And then there's also, you know, so apart from the sleep thing, I've been reading. I got back into a certain like genre of book that, you know, I've read a fair amount of in the past, and I used to read a lot more. Okay, I should go for this too. Who hit me? Probably one of these mothers. Stop porting, you little shitlord. Come on. Get it. You know, it's not even doing anything. Jeez. Okay. Scavenger. I think it's Scavenger. We're gonna go with Scavenger. Berserker. Black Market is like semi-interesting. Protective Shield is like barely interesting, but we're gonna do it for the HP. Yeah, I've been reading some light novels. Again, or web novels, actually. I wouldn't even really call them light novels. It's weird because the light novel moniker is like put onto like a lot of novels like that, like Japanese light novels and Korean light novels, Chinese ones as well. They call them light novels, but they're not really they're really not light, because they tend to be just as long, if not much longer than standard books, you know? Oh, nice. Cool, dude. Love that. No, I think I want this. No, I want this one. Yeah, I think this is the better choice for us right now. Hold your breath. Is this hiccups? I don't know what I don't get it. You just bounce, right? Sometimes you just bounce. Like, is that? Yeah, I mean, that seems to be it. What are these guys weak to? They're not weak to standard. I'm weak to getting shot multiple times in the face, though. That really hurt. Okay. Please, one of you should at least die, just to make me a little happier, right? For my own comfort, I would wish you would just oblige me in this. I think running into that thing while it's still there is actually very, very bad. I mean, there must be an end to the regular Ziggurats, like this regular Ziggurat challenge, right? There's like an actual legitimate end, and not just you know, the end that comes to us like not unnaturally, but by the way of enemy attacks. You know, I'm sure there is some there's probably like a certain number of floors. No idea what that number might be, but you know, we're still deep in it. I would like you to die now. Thank you. Okay. Oof, he got sent back. Woo. Woo. All right, there we go. Oh boy. All right, kill this guy with that. And then the last guy will take the last hit. But yeah, I haven't read any web novels in a fairly long time, for like a variety of reasons. Back in like maybe like 2016, 2015 is when I first like read my first real web novel, and it was because let's see, what we're gonna choose first. Specialist for something else. 5% of your health at the start of a fight. Yeah, let's go with that. What did we use specialist on in the first place? Actually, spells. Interesting. Good to know. Certainly good information to keep in mind as far as, you know, not running out of mana goes. Especially since it's also the one that we have the most mana in the first place. So that's saying a fair amount. We got another Eye of Twilight. We already decided not to use one of those, so not really much point in. Oh no. Oh no. Nope, didn't have the dash. Okay. Anyway, I used to read the first one that I read was because of just, you know, I was watching an anime. I don't remember which one it was now. Might have been ReZero. Might have been a manga I was reading, in fact. That's probably more likely. But I think it was actually like Rise of the Shield Hero, which actually the anime became fairly popular in recent history, which was interesting to me. Okay, we're gonna have to go with this, right? I think this is a better bet. All right, that'll definitely stopgap most of these enemies. I'm a little, I don't exactly accept that. What happened just there? Huh? I definitely shot at him, but he flew right through me. But anyways, it was probably Shield Hero. That's my guess. My really not really thinking about it deeply guess, you know. But I had like read the whatever manga chapters were available, and you know, when you get to that, you get to a certain point. Because I also used to read like a whole bunch of manga back in the day as well. Like there was like a manga app that I would use, and I was like reading concurrently, like ongoing manga wise. I was probably reading like 60 separate ongoing manga at the same time. And you know, when you're in that situation, you try to look for a manga that's cool and it's interesting. You start reading it, and you're like, nice, so many chapters to get through. But eventually, that's no longer the case. You finish up. You've you know, you've cleared out all that's available. And when you get to that point, that's the true sadness, the true manga drought, you know? There's not really much you can do in that situation. You just got to be like, okay, I can't really read anything, so I guess I just have to read something else, right? And, you know, at some point, you're also just like, I just want to know what happens, though. Whether or not, like, I want to read something else, I want to know what happens in this story specifically. And that's how you get into web novels. That's how I got into web novels. You know, or that's how I got into light novels, technically, on the web. Light novels on the web, novels. Because, you know, I was like, I want to know what happens. I really do. I need to know what happens, if anything. And I know, you know, that this is based on a light novel, so it's like, you know, you can bite the bullet and just, instead of having to look at, you know, even instead of having, okay, stop getting shot too. If you do both of those things, that'd be nice. Yeah, instead of having to look at, you know, pictures. You can just read the words and use your brain to make the pictures, right? And so that was, you know, that was the transition that okay, I thought I killed all of you. I hate that you're still alive. Okay, these guys can also go, right? Yeah, you're the last one. Pull the rest towards you. Yeah, you know, you make that transition, and at first, you know, it's a little rough. It's definitely a different feel. But I mean, you know, they're not like badly written. Nice, that's good. So, the Masochist has been, you know, only minus 5% damage resistance now. If we just had that 5 plus 15, that'd be even better, but But you also get HP from, I mean, you also get mana from losing HP, so that's not too bad. But you know, you start reading a web novel, and eventually you get to the exact same situation. Because, you know, I started reading web novels, and I got into them. I was like, this is actually, you know, this is pretty good. Light novels, pretty interesting. I dig it. Because I like reading books apart from, you know, just reading manga or watching anime or watching TV or whatever else. So, you know, it's not too big of a transition. It's just reading books again. But this time the books are like like more geared, or, you know, have a little bit more of the feel of various other genres, that being, you know, anime. So I got into that. And, you know, same situation, you're like, oh man, I finished reading the book. Like, you know, I finished reading Rise of the Shield Hero. I started reading a whole bunch of other ones too. I don't know how many I actually, I mean, I finished a couple, but eventually I went from, you know, I don't even know how, once again, no idea how you made, oh, I know how I made the transition. Legendary Moonlight Sculptor, that's how I made the transition. Another manga that I started reading. If you're familiar with it, I'm sure some people are. It's very good. I recommend it. It's a pretty good read. The manga itself and the book also is a pretty good read. Fun, pretty funny. You know, has a good sense of humor. And, you know, those are like the general criteria of things that I enjoy personally. So, you know, it kind of falls into all those things. And legendary Moonlight Sculptor. No. Okay. All right, we gotta make the jump. Wait for the dash to come back. But yeah, I decided to start reading that as well. I read it for a good amount of chapters, good couple hundred, maybe even couple thousand, maybe like 1,000 or so. That's, I mean, like, and if you don't already know, like, that's like speaking to the sheer volume of chapters in light novels and in web novels. They're called light novels and web novels, but there's still thousands of chapters. Oh, what's up is the boss. Okay. Well, it's a good thing that I just got here, or at least a good thing that I didn't use this yet because I just took dumb damage for no reason. But yeah, it's certainly, no, please. Where am I going? Where are we going? Oh no, we have not explored everything. I'm wrong. Can we make the jump? We can make it like this. There we go. And you're still dashing. Wonderful. Here we are. But yeah, eventually, you know, from reading Legendary Moonlight Sculptor, and I'm sure like some other manhwa or web novels based on manhwa, I ended up, see, it's all coming back to me now. Yes, it was a different manhwa, but this one is spelled differently, obviously, because, well, not obviously, I'm going to explain why it's spelled differently, but this one was spelled differently because it was, instead of Korean manhwa, this was Chinese manhwa, which is, you know, pronounced the same, but it's spelled slightly differently. Slightly different, I mean, they're like the same thing, it's just comics. This is what they call comics in that country. But I read Tales of Demons and Gods. Another pretty good manhwa if you are interested in reading, like, the actual, like, comic is good. It's also, like, it's I feel like manhwa is different from manga because, you know, the format is slightly different. The way that the like composition of panels has to be different because the format is different, you know? It's not, you're not flipping pages because manhwa is like web-based, you know? It was like made to be viewed and read on the internet. So instead of, you know, actually having to turn pages, you're actually just scrolling. The way that you turn the page is just by scrolling down. So instead of it being, you know, situated with like a panel and then another panel, instead you're just going down. So, you know, they have to change the way that they draw. They have to change the way that they kind of, you know, set up scenes, set up, you know, suspense, all that sort of stuff. Meditation again? Yeah. So I think it's definitely, it's like it's a different feel. I mean, they're both wonderful, and I enjoy reading both of them. But it's definitely not the same at the very least. But yeah, Tales of Demons and Gods. We read that for a while. And then, you know, once I caught up, I was like, I need more. I need to know what happens to, what's the name of the main character? See, now the reason why I don't even remember the name of the main character is I read Tales of Demons and Gods, read the manhwa, read the actual web novel, and then eventually I caught up on that, and I was like, geez, this sucks. Like, this really sucks. I don't think I've ever fought Ursula the Sinister before. Is that like a close by thing? Yeah, no, frick that. You're some sort of curse lady, I can feel it. Okay, you can be caught on fire, so that's all that matters. Also, I don't know how you expect to hit me with that. Also, I hate that you summon these little toads. Oh, she can make her own Ossero shields. What are you doing? Oh, this, yeah, keep doing this. Okay, maybe not. I don't know if my movement speed is actually fast enough to adequately do this. Did you summon enemies? You did, and it's these guys. Wonderful. Wonderful. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, we got some HP. We can work with it. We can work with this HP. Oh, I don't know what this is. I also don't wanna. No. If you could. No. No, no. Okay, you summon another shield. That's all well and good. Take a little bit of that. Ooh, I took one right to the noggin. But yeah, I, ended up in the exact same situation. Oh no, I don't know what that does. I don't know what it does. No idea. But I also just don't want to find out. Okay. Oh my gosh, my HP! How? That does so much damage. Oh my word. That's insane. That is insane. You gotta kill her like right now. Gotta kill her like right now. No, I would really... There we go. Oh my gosh, that was so freaking... The thing did so much damage. I'm surprised. That freaked me the heck out, dude. I almost died. Oh. What the heck? That doesn't make any sense. She did this to me, right? Okay, I can't shoot through. Yeah, that was okay. I shouldn't have been wasting my mana on that also. Didn't level up. Surprising. But, yeah, I ran out of things to read. I had to find more things to read. So I picked up Martial God Asura, It's like, okay, this seems interesting. Read it for a long time. I was like, this is really good. Caught up. Ran out of stuff to read. Need to read more stuff. Started reading Against the Gods. Awesome. And then from there, it just kind of snowballed to the point where, similarly to how I was reading like concurrently like 60 different ongoing manga, I was reading like 40 different ongoing web novels at the same time. And I kind of, at the end of the day, I burned myself out. Which is, I've talked about burnout before. I do like to binge things a little too much for my own good, to be fair. So, it's the kind of thing where I had to take a step back and be like, all right, I can't. Because, I created like a routine of like, okay, I need to like read. I need to go onto the Wuxia World website. Nice alliteration there, but I have to go to the Wuxia World website and, make sure that you're checking every single web novel that you read to see if you learn when they update, essentially. You're like, okay, on Wednesdays, this web novel updates, on like Tuesdays, this one updates, and that becomes your day-to-day, And, it got tiring. So I just stopped. And I haven't, honestly, yeah, the only web novels, I found some finished web novels so that I could actually, get a little bit of closure and not just be, waiting for the next chapter my entire life. And it was Stellar Transformations was I think maybe one of the only ones that I finished fully, apart from, Rise of the Shield Hero. I think those are the only two web novels I ever finished. I think there was maybe one more. Yeah, there was two more. There was Emperor of Solo Play. I'm just dropping names. I mean, if you know the name, you know the name. Should we get? It's plus 20, right? It's gonna actually give me plus 20, or it's just plus 10. I don't know. We don't have. Oh, there's a magic lock, so there is a little bit of an answer questioned. Said that backwards. You could work it out. A little bit of a question answered. But yeah, I burned out completely. Didn't do any more of it, and now I'm back. And now I'm back with a whole new web novel. It has 1,000 and something chapters, so I'm not gonna finish it anytime soon. I'm on chapter 100 and something, right? Also, I was reading a new manhwa, which I don't even know if I've actually talked about yet, but it's called Peerless Dad. I have only positive things to say about it. I also I read a bunch of other stuff still now. I mean, I haven't completely given up that old lifestyle. The particular the particular website or app that I used to use for reading manhwa and reading just stuff in general is gone. I think I've talked about that before. It closed because it's sort of illegal. Wasn't necessarily supporting the creators who were actually making the stuff. Why you got to do this to me? The hardest decisions. Give me this. Give me this. I mean, we got to do it, right? Give me this. All right. Store 5% of your mana at the start of the fight. Spell collector is not important. Warcry is pretty good. All right. So our our mana is like pretty low now. 141, 106, and 97. It's not terrible, honestly. That's like just like pretty much what we get at the start. Yeah, take some coins. Don't fuck me. Yes. Oh, alright, that's fine. That's fine. I wonder if we didn't take the 75%, right? So yeah, we're not. And does Argo actually have his? He does. Get barrier for every item. Interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing, but now we do know. This is a good way to just figure out what all the characters, like, you know, little extra gubbins are. I do feel like I'm kind of cheating in that sense, though, because, you know, I'm finding stuff out ahead of time, but I'm not mad about it. I think we still have to unlock weapons, so there's still, like, we still have to, like, actually unlock it before we get, like, the fully upgraded versions of them, so it's not exactly... Go ahead, start charging. I'm already charging. Come on. Only three, only three. Only three, only three. Yeah, those guys are strong to death. What are you weak to, then? What are lightning things weak to? Not standard. Oh my goodness, yeah, we're still not there yet. Okay, we're there now. No, I missed. You need to have a good snap there. Whoa! Big drop. Oh, here we are. I hear them, they're close. I don't know how I'm... Oh, well, you'll never hit me like that, so that's fine. Nope, you never hit me like that. Using cover. That's what's important. Alright. Wonderful, that's 2 out of 3. What the heck? Feels like I didn't... Yeah, I was gonna say, I should be killing those guys in like straight up one hit, right? Yeah, pull all that towards you. Ooh, we did it. Only a couple enemies remain. Come on. Okay, yeah, look at that. It feels like the bullets are like going through some of these ladies. I don't know what that's about. Oh, a lot of HP though. Oh my goodness, a lot of HP. We're like totally safe over here. Yeah, whatever. Hit me as much as you'd like. Oh, okay, that's 2 armor. I was like, why do we have like, why are we missing some of our max HP there? Because of armor. Oh, okay. But yeah, Peerless Dad. Truly wonderful. Like, it has heart. It's funny. It's like heartwarming. It's really nice. It's just like good. Just like unadulterated good. Wonderful. We can finally get one of these. Do we get another protective shield? Or become a specialist in something else? Protective shield doesn't feel like it's much, man. It really doesn't. Like 2 HP, 2 armor, it's like nothing. Unless armor like gives you actual damage. I don't know. I don't know what any of those things actually like do, if anything, you know. I wish I did. So I'm sure there's like a... I wonder if like just there's a description. If I like go into like health or something. Maybe there's a description of those things. But anyway, I just briefly wanted to talk about Peerless Dad, just because, you know, I think it's just so good. I've caught up on that too, so I'm sad, you know. And that's probably why I started reading what I'm reading now in the first place. Because, you know, I was reading Peerless Dad and enjoying it, and then I caught up and I was like, I need something else to read. And usually, like, it's just like something else to read while I'm getting ready for bed, or while I'm laying in bed trying to fall asleep, you know, some bed reading. Which is technically not even good for sleeping in the first place, but I do it all the same because, you know, I don't necessarily, you know, make good choices. I just make choices that I enjoy. But if you are into manhwa and like you are looking for something new to read, I definitely 100,000,000% recommend Fearless Dad. I read the first chapter like a long time ago, but I slept on it. And I was like, this ain't really my thing, and I was wrong. Similarly to like how I felt about Tower of God when I first read a Tower of God, like in like 2012 or whatever that was. I read it and I was like, it's not really my thing. And then like the anime came out 8 years later, or 7 years later, and like I watched the anime and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. And so I read it and I was like, oh yeah, no, I was wrong. Definitely wrong. Conduit. Any minute, Chris, you pick up a grant. Slell Spinger is much better. Okay, yeah, but there's still a lot more. Oh, I opened the Steam menu. I've that was oh no. Why the jump button? My jump button wasn't working. I swear. Yeah, I think caused a little bit of a. Okay, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die here. How do I get out? This way. Okay. Jeez. That was so unfortunate. Yeah, I got a little disheveled. Is this the weapon? Plus 50% fire rate for 5 seconds every time you defeat an enemy. There's a 10% chance. That is the weirdest way of reading that sentence, but that's just what made sense to me at the time. Whoa! I was running across the ceiling there. We still haven't actually gotten the magic key. All right. Yeah, I swear, hitting the going into the Steam menu is like messed up my controls. I feel like there's like a little bit of delay now. Perhaps there is. I don't know. That's unfortunate though. That was just like a weird psyching out kind of thing that happened there. But anyway, apart from, you know, Peerless Dad, which is good. Once again, can't say it enough. Although you might think that I've said it enough. certainly fair. But you know, I've been reading. What's it called? What is it even called? Oh boy. I mean, like if we're talking about like manhwa, I've been reading. You know, there's like Heavenly Demon, Chronicle of Heavenly Demon. Reading Solo Leveling. I'm one of those. You know. Although I started reading Solo Leveling before it was cool, so you can just take that to the bank, or I'll take it to the bank. I mean, you can't really cash it in. It's not in your name. It's in mine. But I enjoy that. Very good. Art is like probably the best part of the show is like, or of the manhwa is like how good the art is. Oh my goodness, look at all these little bastards. They're all over the place. Man, I ran right into that. Yeah, I think this will... Okay. Come on, just keep killing. But yeah, also read like, you know, survival story of a sword king in a fantasy world. That's another manhwa. Has a very manga-like name though, as far as, you know, naming convention goes, which is definitely a little interesting. Pull all this towards you. Yeah, we're not at any like. There's no drought of like mana crystals right now. We are swimming in them. In fact, we've not run out of mana on anything in a long time, which is nice. Although that being said, I am actually running low on this right here. I think the blunderbuss might actually be my favorite weapon. One of my favorite weapons, anyway. It's probably my favorite alchemical weapon, to be fair. All the other ones just feel a little underwhelming at the end of the day, you know? Where is that dude? Oh. I was like, it looks like he's in another room or something. But anyway, what I've been reading recently, because all the other stuff I'm reading is just stuff I'm like all caught up on, so it's just like stuff that I read like once a week. Which is, you know, standard if you're staying on top of stuff like that, but not necessarily fun. I don't necessarily enjoy it. It's just the way things are right now. But I've been reading, what is it called? Sacred Gene? I think it's called Sacred Gene. I was gonna say Blood Beetle. It's not. That's like the first thing that happens in the show, is he kills like a beetle thing. But you know, I haven't actually even talked about like the genre of web novel that I'm speaking of mostly, because you know there are. If you do get into that sort of thing, you'll learn. Okay, don't stand still, keep moving. Also, what is the special one that's doing all this shit to me right now? Okay, light them on fire. Let them on fire. Let them on fire. Don't get hit by that because you are currently cursed and you don't want to take extra damage. Hit those 3. All right, we killed all of them. We're good now. Man, it's hard to aim with this mouse the way it be right now, man. It's just we need to. Oh yeah, they come back to life. That's what the problem has been, dude. Okay, and these guys, you can just shoot with these because they are strong to everything apart from regular. Oof. I love that the extra shots like push them back too. It's like you feel real strong. Like I was wearing chains and I could rip them off at any moment. Y'all know what that monologue is from? I learned that as like when I was learning the New York accent, or the New York dialect, if I'm being precise. Is this one kill or 2 kill? That's second kill. All right, we've done it. All that's left is these guys. I just walked into it. I thought I could walk past it. That was my hope. Does that... It doesn't home, right? Yeah. So why does it feel like it homes? I think it's just because I'm stupid and bad, but... You know. Why should that stop me from asking important questions? We're close to a level up. We're like level 23, which is definitely the highest level we've ever been in any of our like runs, previous or like otherwise. That's definitely something. All right, where are you? Should be killing you in one hit. Should definitely not be letting you guys get too close to me. Okay. I really feel like sometimes the bullets just fly through these gals. It's weird. What are you guys anyways? Are you like sirens or something? Where are you at? Oh. Oh. Pull all that stuff toward you. Oh, no, this room was fine. This room was just fine. Are you kidding? Wow. I'm actually surprised about like how straightforward that room ended up being. Yeah, I think increasing the mana of everybody by 1 is actually a pretty good thing to do right now. But yeah, they're wuxia novels. If you are familiar with web novels, there are various genres of those web novels. I mean, and they're also like they depend on the actual where it's from. You know, there's like there's Japanese web novels. There are Korean. I was gonna say Asian. Wow. There are Korean web novels. There are Chinese web novels. Yes, lovely. What is that noise? Is it fire? It's just fire. It sounded like something creaking, like a wooden gear creaking or something. It's like, secrets. It's my favorite character in Espionage. That's the sound they make when you pick them. Ooh, real quick, let me get some real quick liquid refreshment, huh? You guys left-handed or right-handed? I am right-handed. And like, there are some things I can do with my left hand, like that I can do like that. I can do basically everything with my right hand. Obviously, I'm right-handed, but there are some things that I can do fairly well with my left hand. Like I practice doing. Because like when I was younger, I heard that using your left hand or using your non-dominant hand like promotes. They won't go up, will they? No. Okay. Yeah, I learned that using your non-dominant hand promotes brain development. So I was. What is that? What is that? This is a good place to fight this guy. Okay, well not when he does that though. Okay. I'm a little surprised about that. Rude. That was inside the ground. I mean, actually, they're always inside the ground, to be fair. What is the thing I got? What did I get? I didn't even notice. Falcon wings. Ignore wounds. Oh, wow. I've had that the whole time. I got it for free or as a perk, but I didn't even like internalize that fact at the time. I just kind of took it for granted, I guess. But yeah, it's good that I have them, and I should definitely use them as much as possible. Also, I'm in danger. I'm in like big danger. Oh, it's wonderful. That is so useful. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the increased movement speed is also super useful. Where'd he go? There you are. Ow, I think the punch actually still hurt me too. Yeah, no, we got this fight, no problem. What was I talking about just now? It's just, we can't focus on too many things at once. Gotta like play adequately or like speak. Oh yeah, wuxia novels. They're good. It's generally, if I was to give a description, which would be an inadequate description, because I think I've looked up what they are in the past, but I think we're just gonna go with haste right now, because we always miss it. I know amnesia is like technically we should have done that maybe, but every time we get it, we always miss it. I wanna actually get faster. Also, gotta remember that we can use our final floor. There we go. We now know how many floors this thing is, and if we could do it, if we could successfully complete the Ziggurat challenge, I think we will have proven ourselves to be not too terrible at this game. What is it? We don't have that big a pool to choose from, to be fair, but still, dude. Only Frostbow? Talk about boring. Talk about uninteresting. Talk about... Okay, everybody, put your hands in the sky. Send me your energy. Not a curse, not a curse. Yes. Yes! Ooh, baby! Let's go! Nice, 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 dude. 15%? That's 3 of them. Where's the exit? Oh, okay. That's 3 of those upgrades. That's 3 perks in one. Like, geez. Talk about, like, beautiful, man. Oh, boy, this is new. Ha, ha, no, rude. Apparently our HP is not even close to being full either. Oh, another extra 10 to our HP. Okay, we're slapping them, dude. We got things like going good. Our damage is like, oh, because we don't even have the perk that increases damage. All we have is high stakes. That's the only way we can increase our damage right now. That's actually quite unfortunate. Oh no, it's time for this. The blunderbuss, dude. Did you see that snap, boys? That was like a freaking pea. 2 peas in a pod, well, multiple because it shoots more than 2 bullets. You get my meaning. It was a good snap. Also, yeah, no, I think that snap peas are also in pods. It makes sense. All right, just stop thinking about it. All right, just laugh. All you have to do is point and laugh, and like that's it. All right. I say words that make sense and then also don't make sense, and then you point and laugh. That is the relationship that we have cultivated, and that is how I want things to stay. Okay. Okay. Oh, I think now is a good time for this actually, because being able to, essentially just dodge a lot of shots is quite nice. Yeah, I think lighting him on fire is also a pretty good, nice thing there. Got some elites, and yeah, we have decreased mana usage with this weapon, so we should be actually doing quite fine as far as that goes. Also, real quick. I know you guys are a little unhappy with me. I know. I just got to pick up all of these shards, yeah? You get it. You get it. He gets it. Look at him. He gets it. He definitely gets it. That guy doesn't get it, though. He's mad. That's why he's shooting a gun at me. Okay. Beautiful. Vigilant? Vigilant ain't bad. I don't want to lose anything. Like, I think it'd be fine if I did, but I don't want to, so I'm not gonna. Ooh, changing the seating position very slightly, trying to not knock my phone, or the stand that is holding my phone. Oh yeah, I was supposed to give a description of what wuxia novels were like. They're essentially just like web novels that are like center around cultivation, like martial cultivation, martial arts. So it's a lot of like, you know, it has like general basis in like actual like martial arts, you know, just like it's loosely, very loose. It's basically like, you know, martial artists like flying around on swords, using very like gigantic attacks, rending the heavens and tearing the firmament asunder, all that sort of stuff. That's what wuxia novels generally deals in, huh? Anything that like has to do with like cultivation, various levels, and like ascending to different planes of existence once you reach like a certain like proficiency level, you know. That sort of stuff. If it sounds completely foreign to you, I do recommend it. It's actually like, you know, well, maybe reading your first one will be a little confusing, but once you get like the general gist of it, yeah, it's like because a lot of the systems are similar. I wouldn't say they're interchangeable because they're not, but like, you know, they have very, very, very many similarities, right? You read one and you kind of understand the way it works, and then you kind of understand how most of them work generally. This differences just come in like, you know, characterization and like the specifics of those systems, you know, and there are a lot of specifics to speak of in each of them, which is something that I enjoy learning about. I'm gonna go with meditation. Oh, our max HP is 132. It's pretty good though, still. Yeah, we don't know if there's a magic door yet. We've not yet found a magic key. Embrace the darkness. I mean, this is not that dark. Yo, I'm just one shot, one kill, boys. Oh, that was not one shot, one kill. That was also not one shot, one kill. Don't worry about it, okay? That was almost one shot, 2 kills, though. That was pretty cool. That was one shot, 2 kills. But I kind of cheated. Oh, my nostril. Is there a pause button? No. Okay, there is a pause button, but I just definitely didn't hit it. I hit enter, like that was supposed to pause the game for whatever reason. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, that's like the general gist, you know? You got like cultivation levels with like different like smaller like realms of cultivation. Like you're like, oh, it looks like the light came on for a second. Like you're like in like the key gathering realm, and then like the key consolidation realm, and then like the sky realm, and then the emperor realm, and then the god realm, and then you ascend. And like the various characters, it's usually like somebody who's down bad. To put it in very modern terms, the main character is someone who's down bad for various reasons, or somebody who was living in a different world. So it's got a little bit of that isekai in it as well. But somebody who died from Earth or like another place and is reborn in a world that's like full of cultivation and martial arts. Ooh, look at that attack speed though. That's wild. Also, the damage is pretty nice though. Not gonna lie, damage is pretty schnorsh. Pretty schnorsh, dude. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. I did walk right into that, so I do kind of deserve it. Kind of. Emphasis on kind of, though, because I would also just prefer if I never got hit ever again. That'd be pretty nice. But yeah, it's along those lines. I already mentioned like Martial God Asura. That one's a pretty good example. I don't actually remember how that one starts. But yeah, usually the main character is like either the main character was like betrayed in the past or in the future, and they come back to the past. And like they're like, ooh, now I know all that I knew from the future. I know what's gonna happen. But also because I was pretty strong back in my day. I'm also like even strong. Like I have like all that knowledge now, so I can like game the system. And that's usually like the angle that stuff takes. That's like Tales of Demons and Gods takes that angle, and a bunch of others as well. And then there's also the main character was actually, no, pretty much similar to that. And then like where like the main character is murdered by somebody, they're betrayed or whatever else, they failed to do something important, and they either get sent back in time, or in some other cases they actually just like they get sent into the body of like somebody who was recently killed. And that one's also very common. And it's usually like somebody who like is killed because they kind of suck. Not like they suck like they're bad people, but they suck like they were not very good. They weren't well liked by like their clan, and because it usually very rarely takes place in like modern day, with like some parentheses in there. It usually takes place in more like antiquated times. It's like they try to emphasize survival of the fittest, the strong, right history. It's like the weak are culled by the strong and all that. And the main character is usually somebody who like isn't exactly like subscribing to that, but they also like are strong, and they end up getting a bunch of people mad because with that whole old school thing, there's a lot of people who care a lot about like titles and face and like reputation, so they're always like, oh, main character, you're not from like a high-bred family, you're not strong. You say that you're strong, and like you act like you're strong, and like you do things that only you can do, but I'm still gonna antagonize you because you're not like because of your class. And the main character beats them up and stuff, and like they're like, oh man, I'm mad, and then eventually they die. The main character moves on to the next person of that same character description until they win. And by win, it's usually like the things about those is like win is usually like they get to the point where like they're basically gods, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna start a family, and I don't know, I kind of did everything there is to do, so I guess the story's over. Although that being said, I mean that's more of like a description of like how Stellar Transformations, which is like the only one of the few manhwa that I actually finished. That's how that ended. Oh wow, I love that weapon. Awesome. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. What did it choose for golden weapon? Chose Divine Wrath? Okay. So do we have two golden weapon though? We have golden weapon and we have specialist, right? Alchemy, Divine Wrath, and spell. Oh, capacity by 20%. I didn't even clock that, dude. No wonder. But this is just damage and fire rate. Interesting. I mean, hey, I'll take it. Definitely no big problems there, and we're almost to our next level, in fact. Transitionary room. But anyway, enough about like the various different kinds. I think you have a pretty good idea. What's this? What's this? If we can heal, I don't think so. Health, cool. But yeah, I have a pretty good idea what Wuxia novels are like. If you don't, then I'm sorry. I must just not have done a very good job of explaining. But you know, it's kind of. I'm no expert. I've read a good number, but I'm no expert. But yeah, the Super Gene, I think that's what it's called. Gene. That's my impression of Wolverine or Cyclops. You can take your pick, whichever one meets your fancy. It's my impression of them. Gene! Or Gene! Bob Gene! There we go. That's a more refined version of the same. I think it's pretty uncanny, actually. If you check the comics, that's pretty much all you need to know about that. Or at least about their relationship. And then if it's Cyclops, you say Jean a couple times, then you slap her across the face. Because indeed he did do that. I mean, he did that like maybe once or twice. I actually don't know. I'd heard that he, you know, Cyclops was abusive in some capacity from people who are like, Cyclops is a piece of shit. And you know, I don't put it past him. I can definitely see it. I don't know if I've actually like seen the actual comic panel where he does it, although I'm sure it's just like a short Google search away for anyone who's like very interested. There we go. Will the rest reward you? Ow, my nostril. Oh, no, we did get 75%. Mana, barrier, or yeah, we'll do conduit now. At least now it's like no longer in the pool of perks, the perk pool. But the way Super Gene works, and like, you know, its own claim to fame, its own, you know, interesting take on the whole cultivation thing is like it takes place in the future, as opposed to, well, yeah, in the future. Yeah. It takes place in like a different, you know, these are always taking place in their own universes, and in various cases, people like travel between universes throughout the like story. But in this one, it's like in a high-tech, futuristic society where like people had like basically conquered their own known universe like technologically. Oh boy, this is something. But so they went to find new universes, and they did find a new universe. But the problem was that once they found it, they realized that none of their like technology was like useful in this new universe. So they had to like basically create new technology, or they had to like learn the ways of this new universe. And it still has like basis in some martial arts and the like. You know, they're still doing martial arts and stuff, but martial arts is not as useful. Instead, they're like, it's kind of gamified, if anything, is how I would describe it. Because like there are various levels of creatures. They're like, it goes from like when you go into those areas, you essentially have to hunt specific creatures. When you hunt them, then you eat them, and when you eat them, you get points from them, and the points like make you stronger, essentially. And that's pretty much, I think that's a pretty good description of that. And like they're like they go from like primitive beasts to or like regular beasts to primitive beasts to mutant beasts to sacred beasts. And when you kill them, you get like points of the same level. Like you get primitive beast points, or you get primitive points, and like sacred points, mutant points. And they increase your like strength, your general strength. And then there's actual martial arts that you can learn to like supplement all that and the like. Nope, give me meditation, please. And yeah, the main character is somebody who like found a special gem that allows him to upgrade the level of the beasts, because sacred beasts are like usually incredibly strong and hard to kill. And anytime that you kill one of those, you always get like between 0 and 10 beast points, with 100 being the max one. And once you get to a certain point, you can like ascend to the next level, essentially, which is like, I don't actually know what that entails because I've not gotten that far. I'm only 100 and like and somewhat chapters in, which might sound like a lot, but it's really not a lot when you're talking about like Wuxia novels, like truly not, because like they go into like the thousands, multiple of thousands too. Like it's like bonkers, straight up bonkers donkers over there. And yeah, it's good so far. I like it. The writing is like not bad. It's usually, I mean, it's translated from, I think, Chinese. Is it Chinese? Now I have to pay attention. What are their names? I mean, the main character's name is Han Sen. I'm pretty sure it's Chinese. Yeah, no, I'm like 99% sure it's Chinese. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. But anyways, it's yeah, it's good characterization, you know. Interesting characters. I mean, fairly interesting characters. The main character is like the most interesting character of them all, because I mean, he's the main character. And I'm pretty sure in like basically every every wuxia and like web novel I've read has been, actually, I don't know if everyone. No, I'm wrong. Not everyone. There's one I can think of that was not, but almost everyone is like written in the third person, with like an omniscient, like the narrator being like omniscient, being able to read minds of everybody. Although there's one which is like, I'm sorry for being born into this world, which is pretty like, I like the name, and it's pretty interesting. It's kind of grim, I think is how I would describe it, like just in general, like just grim the book. And yeah, that one was actually in first person. That's the only one I know of that was in first person though. All right, I think it's time to switch to this one. Ooh, look at the speed by which, or at which we can shoot that thing, dude. That's bonkers. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Whoa, you almost hit me, but you didn't. Oh, I can't dash. Why couldn't I dash? That was weird. No, you can't hit me. Can't touch this. Man, I used to like Family Guy. I feel like that's like a... Wow. So... yeah, let's do it. Got the Mana Stone. That's useful, actually. Real quick, though. I still only have 3 uses of it, somehow. So you gain more mana. Alright, well then we'll just use it. And we'll know that it's here, right? If we ever need it, Mana Stone is right here. Alright, put it in your memory. Take a picture of it, it'll last longer. It'll last longer. Fire? I think fire is the good one for this. I had not actually fought any of these guys, like, this whole time. Oh, we have to find shards. Okay. So this isn't just... okay, that was a little rude. A little rude there, huh? Rude bound asteroid. Sha-la-la-la-la. Rude bound asteroid. Sha-la-la-la-la-la. Do you know that song? If you know that song, that means you were a soccer fan in the early 2000s. Also means that you know who Rude bound asteroid was or is. I mean, he's not dead. At least I don't think he is. I hope he's not. I mean, I don't know. I don't wish him any such thing, you know? But Ruud van Nistelrooy was a soccer player. I believe he played for Manchester United. I might be wrong. I mean, the details are a little fuzzy. I ain't gonna lie. But he was notorious for goal stealing, essentially, is what I'll call it. But essentially, he was notorious for somebody on his team is like basically scored a goal, the ball's going in, and he runs up behind it and just gives it just like a little kick, a little tap, a little extra love tap so that he can, you know, take credit for the goal. And they would, you know, they'd call that the Ruud van Nistelrooy because that was his MO. I don't know if like he did it on purpose. I mean, I'm sure like he did to some degree do it on purpose. I mean, I don't think you can not do it on purpose. Or I don't think you can do it on accident, really. Or you can only do it on accident so many times and get away with it. But lordy, I gotta find the rest of these shards because these guys are getting on my last nerve. All right, I think now's a good time for this, honestly, because there's just so many of these dudes and it's just so annoying. Also, I'm so fast. Woohoo! Yo. I'm like moving at like Mach speed, dude. This is pretty chill. They can't hit me because I'm going so fast. Well, there it goes. It was fun while it lasted. Please, one more shard, and then we can be done with this. Please, 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 please. There it is. Okay, 21 enemies remaining. Okay, walk into the fire because that's real nice. Makes you feel real good when you let yourself on fire. Our attack speed is just so high. It's wonderful, man. It's like not even a joke how wonderful our incredible attack speed is right now. Aw, he hit me. There you go. Pull all that towards you. It looks like we'll just use this for the rest. But yeah, he was known for goal stealing. I always want to say kill stealing. That's not the same genre at all. That's like that's a MMO term. KSing. Yeah. All right, we are finished. It looks like we can head on to the boss, and let's fingers crossed, everybody. I'm feeling good about the run. I think we got it. Like, right? Our mana. Oh, where was it? You guys remember? It was in this room. Yes. I remembered. Where is it? There it is, the Mana Stone. Use it. Oh, we gotta wait for it to load. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on in my life. I mean, not really. I haven't been thinking about Root Van Nistelrooy that often. It just came into my brain randomly. I'm pretty sure he's retired because he would be like maybe like 40 something at this point. Also, I don't think we needed to do that because I think the thing we could have bought at the entrance to the boss in the little shop area would have given us mana. Unless it was HP. I don't remember which of the two it was. I would hope it'd be HP though, because that's what we really need right now. Whoop, whoop. I would have loved to have gotten just this tiny smidge faster, but we still have 2 more uses of the Falcon Wings. Yeah. 12! That's expensive. I don't know if it was worth 12. Dang. Well, here we go. Oh, and it's a good old friend of ours, Brulok the Sick. Alright, we're gonna start with this. I tried to run, but I couldn't. I tried to run away. What's the song? I tried to something, but I choke. Something like that. Y'all know, I don't really listen to, like, you know, popular music. You know, I'm more of an underground kind of guy, so I don't even remember the names of stuff like that, you know? If it's like by Daft Punk, I know. I mean, I was like doing like a in-between between like actually sounding like a weird like hipster voice and just like talking normally. Because, fun fact, that's like kind of how I am actually anyway, so I don't really have to put on a fake voice. I just gotta be myself, as it so happens. You can't hit me with that. That hurt, but like we're actually like not even in any danger right now. Like, this dude is done. This is it. Say your prayers, buddy. Like, actually, this is not even like a game. Well, it is a game. It's literally a game. But this is not even like I was gonna say it's not even a joke. This is not even a contest. That's the word I was trying to think of. Goodness gracious, man. Alright, he's shooting at me, and he's missing. He's shooting, and he's missing, and he's dead. And he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. They all died, like the rest of them do. What do we get? Our last specialist is Alchemy again. This is a good run. I wish I could start a run like this. I mean, it would be like not that fun because there'd be no challenge. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like, challenge isn't everything to me. I do enjoy a bit of an overpowered run every now and again, you know, treating people like absolute toddlers and just smacking them across the face. Not that that's what you do with toddlers. That's all. I mean, that's not what I was trying to say by that at all. But, you know. Whoa. Never seen that. Incinerator, Atlantean Spear, Red Crystal, Stone Skin. Swift Spike. What dislike? Explosive Spear. Interesting. Okay. Interesting, eh? Heroes. Yeah, we don't actually have to upgrade them at all. Repelled enemies become cursed. I'd love to see... Oh, and it is like the old game where you have to do specific things to unlock each one. Oh, that's nice. I'd love to see what they get, though. Like, I'd love to see it. Interesting. Alright, well, you know what, everybody? That is going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you can hit the like button. If you want to see more episodes like this one, you can hit the subscribe button. Hope you're all having great, wonderful days today, and I hope this might have done something to make the day a tiny bit better. Stay safe out there, and as always, have a good one.